Welcome back everybody to Motorsport Manager. So we're in the build-up for the Munich Grand Prix, the German Grand Prix. Not too bad of a start in the first race, so we were 12th and 13th. Equals us out as around about the 7th quickest car. I think our target was 6th place, yeah, 6th place or above, so we're starting as we mean to go on. It could have been a lot worse. Looks like it's going to be a wet race, so that'll be interesting to work that out. But of course, we need to do the behind the scenes stuff. We have 24 days till the next race. I think probably split this up similarly to how it was done before, except maybe I'll put practice. I want to do practice and see what that's all about. So I might put that into the first episode. So do all the admin and improving the car. There's a few staff changes I'm thinking about making. We'll put that all into episode 1 and maybe with the practice. And then I think we'll do a full-blown race. Not too much advanced time. We'll make it pretty much real time because the race passed pretty quickly and there's quite a lot to do in the race. So I think it could be interesting to watch a full race pan out. So yeah, let's get on with doing what we need to do to the car. The work in progress is the gearbox and reliability improvements. I've been hopefully reliably informed that gearbox is important for the Munich Grand Prix, so a nice new gearbox should help out. I'm still a bit confused about this part system, how we have to build a single part per car and they're never really equal cars. I'm not going to go on about that too much. I just hope that they see sense and maybe patch that in how it works. Might look on the forums and put a post about it or something. Shout into the nether of the internet and hopefully someone will hear me. Anyway, just some normal rubbish from the Evening Herald. I wasn't bad mouthing the paper, I meant it's not useful to me. Anyway. Well, that really wasn't the ideal weekend from our point of view. We're going to be working on the cars for a while. Here's the average amount of condition the cars lost over the weekend. So Luigi Marchetta's car dropped 58% on average. Claudia Dreyfus's car dropped 29% on average. Total time to fix 28 hours. Once this work is complete, the mechanics will move back to their usual tasks on performance and reliability. Okay, so that's fair enough. Yeah, they get the cars ready for the next race. That's going to take some time out. I wouldn't have thought they'd be the same people that are working on the internals of each part when redesigning them, but who am I to argue? Would you like an interview with UKSN? Sure. That was your first full race weekend. How'd you feel? I'm pretty disappointed, to be fair. I think we could have done better. I think the chairman liked that, drivers didn't like it much, but it's reality. Luigi Marchetta struggled, finishing down in 13th. I don't want to be too critical of the drivers, to be honest. I think it was more the car. Thanks. That was a real deep rooting interview, that. Wow. One thing I wanted to look in, I think I don't know if I want to get a practice session under my belt to find out about this. But one thing I noticed is, I skipped practice, so I didn't see what you can actually do in it, but when we got to the race, the feedback I'd been given on the setups was such a wide error of margin. I don't know if that's the race mechanic that's responsible for that, or it's because the driver's bad at feedback. I'm not entirely sure. So that's something I'm thinking about, is changing the race, at least one of the race mechanics, and seeing if it changes it. But what I want to do is get a practice session under my belt and see whether you get time to tweak the setup and take feedback, during practice. That's what you used to be able to do on the old things like Grand Prix World and EA F1 Manager. You used to be able to send them out, do a full practice session, they'd come back to the pits, you'd tweak the setup, and they'd go back out and tell you what they thought. I'm hoping practice will be at least slightly detailed in that direction. We'll see. HQ, we definitely can't do anything about the car. They're working to do everything that needs to be done, so we shall just continue for now. Car repair complete, car repair finished. And we have some sponsor offers. So both cars are back to full speed. Okay, 4 races. Up front at 450, 85,000 per race. Sounds good. Chic Airways. Some much needed money, and on they go onto the car. Where are they? I thought I could move the car around, but apparently not. They're just on the front wing there, and a little one on the rear wing. Slot number 6. Do we want the money now or later? That's obviously a lot more lucrative. 350 per race. That's going to net us a lot more in the long run. Yeah, we'll take that. Peach Plum. Doesn't matter that it's a stupid company. We'll put that on the car. Oh, I see. So if you hover over it, it will tell you whereabouts on the car. That's quite cool. Okay, that's nice. Nothing else to do. Let's continue. That new gearbox is what we're waiting for. Okay, yep, new gearbox built. Let's fit the part then. So, Dreyfus is apparently the better driver and she did the better job. So we'll give her the first of the new gearboxes. We'll stick that on her car. Again, just, it would be so stupid if you designed a new part and just made one of them. I don't really understand it. But there you go. So the engine's 55 days old. You see the reliability on these are pretty good. The new part is pretty bad. You need to improve the reliability. We can improve the performance of a couple of things. What are we not building new parts of? You see, something like that, we should probably try and improve the performance, because one car has an average suspension, one has a good suspension. I know it's such a small thing, but it irritates me no end. It really does. Let's improve these brakes, sure. 14 days after race. So if we just do one, it'll be 8 days before. Okay, let's keep it at 1. So at least that'll get done before the race. Fit parts, design new parts. So, well, we need another gearbox. I don't. You see, this frustrates me. Because now we're going to make another better gearbox. I just want the same gearbox on the car, really. Let's go for plus 30 acceleration. It's going to cost us 1.1 million. But it'll be worth it. You have an empty component slot. Do I? Can I build 2... So do they both go on the same part, or is that 2 parts? Guess we'll find out. That, I might be getting it wrong from that perspective, maybe. I don't know, we'll find out. Let's continue. Okay, so the performance work has finished, so they've improved, I think it was the brakes we asked them to improve, and the new gearbox has been built, so let's fit that to the car. Let's fit it to Dreyfus's car, and we'll fit the other improved one, the average one, to Marchetta's. So now they have completely different cars. Good suspension, average suspension. Good gearbox, average gearbox. And original, everything else. It's not exactly equal drivers, is it? Because design new parts then. Let's improve. Let's go back to our car. Where's our weak points? 108, 140, 132 gearbox. Engine. We could do with a new engine. Let's increase the top speed, red zone, risk level, reliability, top speed. Reliability is not brilliant. Let's try and improve our reliability of the engine. Let's do that. Again, one engine. Done in 13 days, so that's going to be for the next Grand Prix. So now we are going to travel to Munich. Okay. We're about ready then for the Munich Grand Prix. Depends how fleshed out practice is as to whether I'll do the race as well. I'd really like to, at least for the first few races from now on, have the full race in the episode, and I don't want the episodes to end up being like an hour long. So I think as long as practice isn't just an instant thing, then hopefully we can learn some things about the car, get it set up properly, and that'll be this episode. Right, we need to select a sponsor. Big Dough. I think 14 or above is going to be the most realistic. I don't think we'll get 9th or above. We want some money, I guess. Part fitting's all done, so let's get straight on to the track. Right, so here we are in practice. So let's find out this time, rather than just skipping straight through it, what we're actually going to learn and do. So you've got your active knowledge, you've got soft tyres, medium tyres, intermediate, wet, qualifying trim and race trim. So these are obviously all important things to know at a race weekend. So we want both cars running. Car setup. See, this is what I mean. I don't know if we can change it halfway through the practice session. I don't know anything about the track, so let's just send them out on that setup and hope that we have time to change it before the race. Car 1 setup. Oh, we do have a recommendation. You see, I don't know what these bars are. I guess it means they have to be somewhat in that zone. So definitely downforce is a bit wrong. So we need a bit more downforce. Everything else seems okay. 16.5, 26. And they're going to go out on the medium tyres. Car 2 setup. 16.5. 26. Oh, so this recommendation is completely different. So is that for the driver's style? Or is it the mechanic's recommendation? It doesn't actually tell us. But bit camber there. We do the gear ratios. Sure, let's just try that, shall we? And we'll send her out on the soft tyres, so we get a picture of both. Okay, continue. Take practice. So I actually want to be in practice. Okay, let's find out what this is all about then. Okay, so we do get... Okay, that's good. Okay, Dreyfus, out you... Stints. Oh god, I don't know what all this is. Race trim. Can we change? What's your current practice knowledge? So we have to do them in order? No. Let's just send it, yep, just out for 3 laps, sure. Just go. Whatever. This is all a learning process. I've been thrown into running effectively a Formula 3 team. I know nothing about the operations of it. Marchetta, just go, saying, off you go. Sure, go. Just go, please. Thank you. Okay, so it's 3 lap run, so we'll get a quick lap. And hopefully they'll let us know how the setup's feeling. So now we can see the knowledge climbing in soft tyres, medium tyres and race trim. So we've got a car on each and they're in race trim. I don't know if we could change the setup, couldn't we? Okay, so this is like a normal practice session in the old games. They're only 12 minutes long. See, there's so many little idiosyncrasies in this game that make it a bit more arcadey than simulation. I just really want a modern, up-to-date version of something like Grand Prix World. It was so intricate. It was official cars, nonetheless. I'm loving the handling. Good, Dreyfus. I'm glad. No, guys, you built me a monster of a car. But, at least she's happy. Can't complain there. So, first flying lap from Dreyfus. Let's see how the car's feeling. It'd be nice with all this practice knowledge and time to set up the car. It'd be nice if we could break the top 10 this time. Also, I don't know what... There was no qualifying last time, which really confused me. I mean, there are different rule sets, so... Is there no qualifying for GP3 in this world? Or is it our practice times? But then we started in different positions from our practice times. Anyway. Oh, she's being held up a bit there. I'll call in to the race director and get that sorted out. So she goes second. Aero's feeling great right now. Just the right setup. Okay, good. Feels like we're running the wrong aero setup. Okay, so Marchetta's not happy. Dreyfus very happy. 4th and 7th. They were on different tyre compounds. It's 43.4 versus a 42.7. If it's anything like the real world, it's about a second between the cars. But it's just 1 lap, so hopefully this should work automatically. Like I said, we went for a 3-lap stint, so hopefully she'll come into the pits automatically. Dreyfus really happy with the car, it would seem. So should be coming into the pits. No. Okay. Let's bring him in manually then. Okay, Marchetta we'll bring in. That's half the practice session gone already. This is ridiculous. Why is it so hurried? Okay, Marchetta. Right, knowledge gained. Mechanics recommendation. Okay. Poor downforce, great in the handling, good on the speed balance. We don't want to change those too badly, we just need a bit less downforce. No, a bit more downforce. We don't want to change the other two too much. So let's just try and give it a bit more downforce. Try and offset that. I want the handling to be almost identical. That might change speed balance a bit. Let's try that. Tyre choice. We'll go back out on the soft tyres. Yeah, okay, go. So changing over the tyres, and then we'll send him back out and see if that's made any improvements. Dreyfus making our way around an extra lap, unfortunately. So we're 11th and 14th as it's shaking out. Yeah, it's not too bad, it's not brilliant, but got time to improve. Dreyfus coming back in, Marchetta on his out lap. Right, Dreyfus. Let's see what she thinks of the car then. Handling excellent. Oh, there's even a purple section. Active knowledge, race trim, no qualifying trim. A bit weird. Wasn't there a thing to change? See, why can't we change from race trim? A bit weird. Okay, I don't know that we want to change this too much. I think maybe a bit more downforce, but we don't want to get... What would you get that handling back down? There. So a bit more downforce, around about the same speed balance, and is that identical handling, because that's what we did really well with last time. And we'll send her out on medium tyres, so that she's got knowledge of it, and it will increase our knowledge of the medium tyres as well. We've only got 3 minutes. How are you supposed to do qualifying trim in 12 minutes if we can't even max out these 2 bars? The area's feeling so much nicer now. Good job. Right, Marchetta's happy then. Let's watch him on his first flying lap. Bit of traffic. Dreyfus's 1:42.7 is the benchmark. So let's see how he stacks up at this early stage. We're on the same. That's another thing. We are a little bit further down, but they're not pushing at all, or medium and neutral. So 12th place isn't too bad on that basis, if you presume that the other cars are flat out, which I don't know. Let's see how he's getting on. 1.3 seconds down in first. We can change the speed balance. Can we change it to what it was before? If I can find that balance. Sure. So he's much happier with the aero, but speed balance is not up to scratch still. This aero setup is way better than this one. You said that last time. You said it was amazing. She's just a yes woman. She says everything's brilliant all the time. Marchetta doesn't improve. There's a 45.2. Traffic? Maybe. What's Dreyfus doing? Marchetta, you can come back in now. Dreyfus is... Handling's feeling superb here. Guys, nice work. Okay, good. Well, this will be the proof in the pudding. You've got to presume Marchetta was held up. 45.2 is pretty awful. So that's a big gap. Dreyfus 6 seconds down. Held up as well. Checkered flag. 48.1. Downforce feels bang on. Must be traffic. It's got to be. Okay, well that's practice then. 14th and 17th. Marchetta says good on downforce, great on handling, poor on speed balance. So we're going to have to try and make a blind change for the race in regards to the speed balance. But that's not looking too bad at the moment, I suppose. Do we just get one practice session? That's what I'm wondering. Because, I mean, if we look over here, so we're up to level 1 of knowledge on soft tyres. Maybe this carries over race to race. Maybe it's just a constant progress bar. Because we didn't even get any qualifying trim. If so, how many levels of this, and why would you need more than 2 levels in the 12-minute session if that's all you're ever going to get? All these questions and more I have. Hopefully the answers will soon become apparent. Sort of formation finishing here. Mind sort of hurrying up a bit, I haven't got all day. Okay. So that was practice. 42.7 on the softs, 43.4 on the mediums. They both seemed happier with the setup second time around, but whatever reason, traffic probably, means they didn't improve. So, we'll see. Media report, really not of interest. And it just goes straight to the race. What? Why isn't there a thing that is qualifying? This is infuriating. Really? And where are they starting? Grid positions. 8th and 9th. I mean, that's good. It's not where they were in practice, so it's not as if practice times were counting. How can this game not have qualifying? This is pathetic. I'm sorry, but it is. Okay, well, that's going to be the end of this episode. You've seen what practice is all about. We've done all the bits to the car. There's no more we can do. It's going to be a very, very wet Grand Prix. Next episode of this will be out on Saturday. So I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, leave a like. If you have any comments on if I'm missing anything with practice only being 12 minutes, there only being one of them, there not being qualifying, and you only being able to put effectively one part on each car and then have to make a better one to put on the other car. Just if there's any thoughts you've got or any comments or I'm missing anything, please do let me know down below. It saves me looking up online. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see and you want to know when the next episodes are about as soon as they arrive, then hit that subscribe button as well. That would be awesome. So looking forward then to what should be a very interesting German Grand Prix next time out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. These battles have often been contained on single racetracks. Now it's going global. The chosen chariot for this is the Red Bull 2016. Brilliant in the bends, but often hampered by its Renault engine. Lacking power on the... Sorry? What do you mean? They make watches. Oh, okay. Can they make up for the deficit on the streets with their Tag Heuer engine? Sauber, a team that often I get confused as to whether they have overachieved or underachieved. A team of humble beginnings, founded by Peter Sauber in the 1970s. He would eventually work his way up the ladder to win back-to-back Le Mans races in 1988 and 1999 with the incredible Sauber Mercedes C9, a car that was relatively unchanged between the 2 years, such was its dominance. It was then that Peter Sauber decided to take a foray into Formula 1.